Hillary Clinton is back, like a caterpillar finally emerging out of its cocoon as the exact same caterpillar. Clinton doesn't seem to get it, specifically what Trump's victory means for the Democratic Party. And the unwillingness to reassess the party coming from her or the Democratic leadership will mean Republicans will keep winning. They're going to win so much, we're all going to be so tired of winning, especially since winning will be the name of the work camps they put us into. Clinton's new book does some soul-searching, but it's much less eat, pray, love, and much more die, Comey, die. To be fair though, in the book and in subsequent interviews, Clinton appears to make solid points about abolishing the Electoral College, Russian interference, the media's obsession with Trump, the sexist vitriol from the Trump team, and single nostril breathing techniques.
You know, you do hold, and you breathe through one, and you hold it, and then you exhale through the other, and you keep going
until you remember Trump is president, and then you just scream it out. But Clinton doesn't have much introspection about the Democratic Party, nor does she seem to hear the cries for change from its progressive base. And that's cause for concern. Rather than understand how the Democratic socialist grandpa from Up could mount any real competition to her, Clinton continues to blame Bernie for what she says wasn't adequate support once she got the nomination.
What political sin did he commit other than choosing to run against you?
Well, it's not the political sin he committed. It was the failure to move quickly to unify the party and his supporters.
Wait, what do you mean? Bernie endorsed you, and it wasn't at the last minute, it was at a well-timed moment to make your people take his people seriously. He toured cities for you, and you were there, unless, was that one of your clones? Hillary? Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I clicked the wrong Facebook ad. After Bernie endorsed Clinton, MSNBC even identified the senator from Vermont as simply Clinton supporter. That's like identifying Beyonce as Jay-Z's wife. The other big dig on Bernie from Clinton's book is questioning whether Sanders is even a Democrat and truly wants to help the party. She writes, quote, "He isn't a Democrat. That's not a smear, that's what he says. He didn't get into this race to make sure a Democrat won the White House. He got in to disrupt the Democratic Party. I am proud to be a Democrat, and I wish Bernie was too." Oh man, Clinton is now just pride-shaming Bernie about being a Democrat, essentially saying him wanting to change the party is the problem, which is the love it or leave it logic your wingnut uncle uses to talk about America. Oh what? You don't like superdelegates, free trade, corporate lobbyists, the deep state, constant warfare, big bank bailouts at the public expense, or Elizabeth Banks? Love it or leave it. Bernie, although an independent, has been working with Democrats for decades. Democrats have lost about 1,000 seats in the last 9 years, and Bernie is trying to revitalize the party. Not accepting help because of team affiliation at this point is so dumb. Oh my God, my son is choking. Is there anyone who knows Heimlich who's not wearing a Dodgers cap? Clinton also calls Sanders a 7-minute abs version to her 8-minute abs politics, essentially saying he's a false promises version of her. But when Clinton goes low, Sanders goes onto MSNBC, because he's super good for ratings right now.
Many of the ideas that we talked about, that Secretary Clinton and others said, oh, those are too far out. They are the ideas that are sweeping America.
And that is true. The country is warming to progressive causes. 60% of Americans say that the government has a responsibility to provide health care to all people. Clinton, on the other hand, wants corporate-friendly changes to Obamacare and rarely mentions the ambitious but important Medicare for All bill and the 16 Dems who are co-sponsoring it. Are they not real Democrats either? The reason that it matters that Clinton is still crapping on a guy who is, as of August, still the most popular politician in the United States is that it tells you that she and other Democratic leaders represent the centrist wing of the party, which, just like on a bird, is a really dumb place to put a wing. But listen to her claim it.
I think we operate better when we're kind of between center right and center left, because that's where, at least up until recently, maybe it's changed now, until recently, that's where most Americans were.
Maybe it's changed? Until recently, we didn't have a celebrity president endorsed by the KKK. It has changed. Look, there's nothing wrong with being a centrist and believing in the political system, but only if the political system works for people, not when it's a bear trap for dreams chained to the monopoly guy's dick. Centrism is the ultimate elitism. It says the political system as is works for me. And for you, I'll work for incremental change so in a few decades when we're probably both dead, it might be rolled back. Centrism doesn't want to rock the boat. Doesn't matter that everyone on the boat has contracted norovirus and is number 3ing off the starboard, moderate speed ahead. And I know, Clinton isn't in office, but these people are. And the don't make waves thinking they also espouse puts the Democratic Party, and in turn all of us, at risk for giving more and more power to those who believe in annihilating government rather than running it. Because after 9 months of travel bans, obliterating environmental protections, taking away protections of LGBTQ people and rape victims, baiting nuclear war on Twitter, defending Nazis, speeding up deportations, and golfing, the resistance the leaders of the supposed opposition party have managed to muster is this.
Last night, Leader Pelosi and I had a constructive meeting with President Trump.
Excuse me, what?
In which we all agreed on a framework to pass DACA protections and additional border security measures excluding the wall.
Wait a minute, you got him to give up the wall just like that? What did he make you do? Did you dress up as French maids and spoon-feed him cookie dough? Did you swaddle him in silk and sing him Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Did he watch you pee? Instead of proposing real immigration reform, Schumer and Pelosi are proposing even more border militarization. There doesn't need to be a wall, says Schumer, because there's technology.
Drones. These drones can spot the difference from a deer or a human being crossing the border,
Easily allowing the deer to go free and the human being to be shot with a tranquilizer. And when there's anger over that closed-door DACA deal and cries for meaningful immigration reform, would-be young Democrats get finger-wagging like this.
Yeah, I got it. Just stop it now. Just stop it now. Just stop it now. Let's stop it now. Just stop it.
Shoo, shoo, go away. Shoo, get. I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Why do they hate me? Go play with your spidget finna. So after botching an in-the-bag election, it's easy to see why there's distrust in the Democrats' strategy. And by isolating Bernie and cozying up to Trump, it's easy to see why there's disillusionment. But who knows? Maybe they'll realize their base wants more. But I wouldn't hold your nostril breath. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Please remember to subscribe to this channel for a weekly dose of this fire emoji. That's my fire emoji symbol. Also, let us know what you think of the Democratic Party, specifically the direction that it should be going and is going. What do you think of Schumer and Pelosi meeting with Trump? Was that a positive thing or was it a dangerous thing? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next week.